barriers do you guys see as the barriers to adoption and growth of co-spaces?
We talked a little bit about what Airbnb or what Lyft are seeing. I think for us it's actually less of a legal thing and more of a mindset. And I think everyone here probably has a story like someone they've talked to or pitched, and they're like trying to show them how co-spaces of different types could work for their business or in their space. And so that's a lot of, with us, it's commercial real estate, and commercial real estate's been the same for a really long time. And kind of like you were talking about with, okay, there's, who's where's the rent going, and things like that. It's a lot of education for us, for commercial brokers or landlords, helping them re-envision what can happen. I can't tell you like the strange stories we've heard sometimes where like in New York, there'll be like broker or a landlord who just sits on a space and leaves it vacant for years because they're hoping for that like 10-year contract instead of renting it, short term, month by month, or coming up with different ways to do it. So I think that's really what's an interesting way. Like the disruption really needs like an education to it, and there's definitely early adopters. And you guys have been talking about hotels, like same for us. We work with W Hotel. We work with some amazing hotels in New York that now opened up their lobbies, or they have retail spaces, and they're thinking about different ways that they can create these engaging experiences.
The real big challenge here is our society is optimized for partitions. And when you think about the big change that's happening here, is we started off in villages, and you were really talking about the villages. People have, let's do this, who wants to build this? And then people started to realize, well, we can't all do it. Why don't we just segment roles and partition? I'll do this part, you do this part, and you might be starting to see some of that happen even in your own community. And then companies came together because corporations are actually a form of sharing when you think about it. People came together, let's reduce our risk and be efficient. You do this part, you do this part, you do this part. But now over the last few decades, hundreds of years, we've optimized that partition. And taxes are set up that way. Regulations are set up that way, laws are set up for partitions, business models, and even the term specialist in your job title, right? That means you're partitioned. So everything is designed to be really tightly separated. And so society as a whole, where technology is birthing us to go back into a village state. That's really what the big change here is. We're moving away from the Industrial Revolution to more of a village state where people are now producing multiple things. I mean, when you look at the big broad picture, the crowd, all of us, we're becoming like the company.